In my last video I was talking about the golden trio consisting of Dain, Beorn and Gandalf the White being the future for the meta for good side. And I'm still adamant in that statement because on my evil side account I was fighting people who were using these three commanders. And the fourth commander could be a more flexible commander. There are a few options like, let's say, Galadriel, King of Man, maybe even Cirdan. And it's insane, guys. In this video I will now show you two battle reports which are making me think that the meta for good side will still stick to these three commanders: Beorn, Dain, Gandalf the White. Let's get into it. This is the first fight, and I know there is like big differences like level difference, and also he has Zenith level commanders while I have these commanders. Like you see a Shadow at a respect level 12, legendary level. It's not really the best in slot here, but still getting close to it. I'm trying to hold my ground. I have Fell Beats with the special effect flying. Right now lots of mounted units are in the formations of good side. Fell Beats are doing a great job of tanking those while also dealing some elemental damage with Wild Stench. So nothing out of the ordinary on my Shadow. I have Castaro at respect level 10, legendary. Yeah, these items, these skills as you see. Fell Beasts again. Witch King, who I am using as a White Council remover, like the stacks. He has Black Captain. You can play the Witch King in two different builds, but right now I am using the true boosting build to get rid of White Council or let's say Last Alliance stacks as fast as possible to finally start dealing some damage. So that's the gear I have on him. High Elf's Helmet because of the plus attack for the units. Noldor Sword, well, just because of the focus damage for Witch King. I know it's not the ideal gear, but it was the leftover I had to make him somehow work. Elven Cloak because of focus. That way we deal more damage with Lord of the Nazgul and also the Ringwraith skill. And then Lothlorien because of plus focus but also plus attack for Black Captain. So that's him. He has Mountain Trolls. I want him to tank the damage with a massive presence and be Undying, being the leader of this formation. He has the Cask of Ride to deal also some commander damage by himself. Reach of the Riddermark, Divide and Conquer, Berserker's Raiment, and yeah, Drums of Barad-dûr. We are still far away from being perfect, but it's the best I can do right now with this respect 10 level. Crushers just to reduce the defense stat a bit more in order to allow Shadow and Undying to deal a bit more damage. We are up against this. It's insane. Gandalf the White, Zenith level 2 with Call of the Forest, Law of the Arcane, Morgul Blade, yeah, that makes sense, Elven Cloak, and Fine Smoking Pipe. He also has the unique, or nowadays we call them relics. That too makes sense, one of the best respect 10 items in the game. He is running, of course, the boosting setup. He is supporting his damage dealers with White Council and White Rider. Any leftover points he has, he spent into the White to support this formation's elemental damage. So it is a very scary setup. Cataphracts to be a bit tanky. Then Beorn. Now here comes the big source of his damage. Full Helm, well, it's the leftover gear of him, I assume, to finish the Sharp Blade set. Reach of the Riddermark, also very viable. I know people are maybe saying, hey, why didn't he use the Axe of Khazad-dûm? Isn't it the better option? It may be, but maybe the Reach of the Riddermark is superior because of the initiative. These damage dealing commanders are very slow, and only time will tell if the initiative will outperform the Axe of Khazad-dûm. We still have to wait and see what will prevail. Then Golden Skin, I guess it was just his leftover gear. Berserker's Raiment is probably the number one choice here to go. And Palantir of Orthanc, yep, definitely one of the best options here. High respect level at respect level 14, legendary status. Skin Changer is fully maxed out, just as his respect 5 title, followed up by the respect 3 tree. And look at this. This is genius. He has Shire Protectors on this commander. Why is this genius? Well, because of one special effect called Unexpected Threat. 50% chance to increase damage dealt by 50%. And if the army includes other units, up to one other formation units protect Shire Protector from being targeted by enemy. The main mechanic here is he is using this unit to further boost the damage output of this damage dealer Beorn. It's insane. It ended up in Beorn dealing almost 170k damage. This is why I assume that this is the way to go. Beorn and Dain are exactly that, high damage dealing commanders. If you put Shire Protectors with them, you further increase what they already do. Now, before I jump to the fourth flexible commander, let me show you Dain first, because he does what Beorn does. He just deals damage, a ton of it, and you see the gear, it's the Cask of Ride, Axe of Khazad-dûm, Golden Skin. Yeah, yada yada yada. Palantir. So, also one of the best Respect 10 items in the game. He is very short in initiative, and again, we have to see a comparison between the Reach of Riddermark, Berserker's Raiment together in comparison to low initiative commanders. If you're up against commanders who have higher initiative, I assume that you will lose the fight, but if you don't fight damage dealers who are outspeeding you, maybe this is the way to go. You aren't really forced to be faster. Okay, so that's it. The fourth position is a flexible position. In this case, he is using Cirdan, and I was, what? Why Cirdan? And then I just checked out the skills, and it really makes sense. Cirdan is in a supporting role. He does it with a lot of the Havens. He is providing self-sustain. Every other round, he is proccing a healing up to 3 formations. It scales with focus, and it is also cleansing the formations. This is AoE cleanse and healing, which scales with focus. It's insane. How did I miss this? This guy has done an amazing job, and shout out to him for seeing this. Then, Scholar of the Occult is also healing his own formation, Cirdan's formation, to tank it away. He's just standing there, being like the mountain, taking all the hits and still standing tall. Then, the Shipwright. Now, this is giving up to 3 allied formations a certain percentage chance to give them follow-up, evade, or pursuit, which generally speaking, all of these respective special effects are insane. It's such a good general approach to his commanders. And he also has Swan Knights to tank it away. It's genius. I like what this guy has done. Right now he's running the Swan Helm for the, just to be the tank and also the plus focus. That way he is scaling his healing. The main stat for these commanders is focus, commander defense, and unit defense. Golden Skin, again, that's exactly what he needs. He is running evasive action to probably pair this with, what was it called? Protector. First 3 rounds, he's going to be the main tank of this army, and the special effect evasive action is just perfect for that. This is a genius move, and I admire this player a lot. I wish I had enough gear to copy this build, but unfortunately on my good side account, I didn't receive the right gear to copy this, and also I don't have the correct commanders on high respect level. I ended up using Gil-galad, Elrond, Gimli, and Isildur. I never wanted that to happen, but that was the gear and respect level on my commanders, which forced me to go that route. It was the best option I could take with the gear and respect I had on my comps. Anyway, guys, this is the golden trio. Keep in mind Gandalf the White, Beorn, and Dain is the way to go. And I am still adamant with that statement. The fourth position is flexible. Here you see Cirdan in that position to support it even further. You could also play Galadriel. You could also play probably King of Man and other options, but these 3 are right now who are on my radar. Now I'm going to show you one more fight, and it's this fight, which is even better than before. He is just totally destroying me. And again, Shire Protectors on his damage dealers. And instead of Cirdan, he has Galadriel. Let's check out what his Beorn has done. He has Cask of Pride, Perseverance, which is, I believe, one of the best special effects for commanders, since this is scaling towards the later rounds. That makes sense, since damage dealers start to scale in the later rounds anyway. Axe of Khazad-dûm, Berserker's Raiment, Drums of Barad-dûr with the unique weapon. He maxed out the Skin Changer, also the R3 Anduin Veil Chieftain, and almost close to maxing out the R5 Enemy of the Orcs. It's just insane. 160k-ish damage, followed by Dain's 120k-ish damage. What gear does he have? He has the Cask of Pride, Reach of the Riddermark, Berserker's Raiment, Palantir of Orfang. And yeah, maxed out Ironfoot, Durin's Blood, and also King Under the Mountain. Very high respect level commanders. Now let's have a look at his Galadriel. She has Call of the Forest, and I kinda get why. It's because of focus and also the initiative. It's important. She is very slow. She is a damage dealer, an elemental damage dealer, and they need at least a bit of initiative. And in case of Galadriel, it even makes more sense because she also wants to proc the Madness. So Madness needs to get in first before the enemy damage dealer can act. So initiative is because of that very reason important. Obsidian Dagger, ooh, that is best in slot. Everything is here, focus and initiative. The same goes for Berserker's Raiment, I guess. Wow. He is trying to outspeed the enemy. He has maxed out Mistress of Magic, 3 enemy formations, receiving lots of focus damage, Lady of Lorien because of the focus damage, and the Madness Rocks, followed by a bit of healing. Guys, I want you to know, healing is not what Galadriel specializes in. What she specializes in is high elemental damage, followed by some CC with Madness, and also she is doing a bit of healing. That's just a side effect, okay? That's what you should keep in mind when it comes to Galadriel. And last but not least, of course, Gandalf the White. white. He is there for the support, R3 and R5 maxed out. This is just to be expected, and the white to do some damage alongside with it, and some CC with the stun chance over here. He has Call of the Forest because of the initiative, Obsidian Dagger best in slot, Protection of Numenor best in slot, Meara's Reigns. Maybe there is a better slot here, but I guess it's just the leftover gear with evasive action. You see how scary this comp is, and I know there is a big level difference and respect level difference, but still I bet even if I had the same level with same good gear, I still believe I would be outperformed by this golden trio. And there you go, guys. This is what I wanted to let you know. The golden trio is what I assume will be the future of good side formations. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also share the video. It is helping a lot. And with that being said, I see you guys next time.